The month of September is upon us, and we want to be ready for it. Except, how do you get ready for a new month? How can you be more productive this month? How do you stop procrastinating and finally start working out, or eating healthy, or learning a new language? How do you plan for it? And what's the importance? How can you maybe get over a slump that you have been in? And how do you recharge when you get into these slumps? When will I stop asking questions and actually answer them? My plan for this month is to take you through a series of videos as I learn how to be more productive and as I teach you what it is I have learned. I will be posting a series of videos where I answer each and every one of these questions that I have asked. But first, let us plan the month of September. Be starting on just a cheap notebook that I found at a mini mart where I live. It's definitely not the best choice because what is this? Timmy, you good? You good, Timmy? I did, however, want to write on a on a plain paper because it gives me more room for my creativity and I just want to draw around. So I did pick a drawing book, but you can use any kind of notebook that you want, any kind of notebook that you have, that you can just basically write down your plans. I wanted to draw them personally. I wanted to draw my calendar for the month, and I also wanted to write down things so that I can make it more personal and make it more meaningful to me. That way I can be able to follow through when I think about I put all of this effort into doing this plan, I might as well go through with it. So the first thing that I do is I actually put some sticky notes and paste them onto the first page. This is the first page of the month. This is where I'm going to be writing the different goals that I have for the different parts of my well-being. So I have 3 sticky notes, and the first one will be for my mind. That is like knowledge wise, what I want to be learning, what I want to do basically with my brain. Then the second one is for my body, and then the last one is habits that I want to start doing this month. Once I have them pasted down, I go in with my ruler so that I can draw a line. I just draw a line straight across so that that little space that I have secluded, I can write the titles, that is mind, body, and habit. And I like to write them in the language that I'll be studying for the month. And this month of September, I will be studying Japanese because last month I was doing Korean. I decided that was the best option for me because I'm learning 2 languages at the same time. And when I try to learn them together, I would confuse certain words. I would think a certain Japanese word is Korean, I think a certain Korean word is Japanese. So I decided to divide them into 2 separate months. That way I can be able to study more effectively. So after I have written the titles down, and I will write the titles down in Japanese like I said, as you can see, those are Japanese kanji. After I have written them down, I just write my goals for each of the specific parts of my body. My systems that I'll be setting for this month are: I want to learn something for at least 10 minutes as I eat breakfast in the morning. I will use Lingo Dear to learn some Japanese in the morning, and then I want to learn something business related each week. I want to expand my knowledge as in terms of business. I want to be able to read at least 10 pages of a book every evening before bed and study Japanese every day, and there's something different every day. It will depend on the day. It will be the grammar, vocabulary, or I'll be doing a test or something, but I want to be able to study Japanese every single day in the afternoon. So those are the goals for my mind. moving on swiftly, I write the goals that I have for my body this time. Not goals, they're systems. I'm sorry. If you make systems that are too hard for you to follow, it will just demoralize you and you won't be able to follow them. So start small. I want to stretch every day and go for runs once in a while. Eat more vegetables, fruits, plant milks, and green smoothies. I want to learn how to dance at least 4 K-pop dances this month. Moisturize my hair every 3 days. Have a skin routine that I follow religiously day and night, because you guys, honestly, having a skin routine takes your skin to a whole different level. And I want to drink an apple cider vinegar detox drink each and every morning to help with just, gut health. And we move on to habits I want to cultivate this month. Limited screen time. I also had this habit for August. I had planned it for my August as well, and it has been working really, really well for me. Apart from the few times that I go online to do work-related things, I don't really use my phone unless it's for listening to music. So I want limited screen time from 8 a.m. to 12 noon. I absolutely do not use my phone. I want to recite my affirmations. I want to tend or care for something each day. I can either tend to my cat, tend to the fish that we have, or tend to different plants. I want to become more in tune with other things. And I want to have one day in a week where I just go outside somewhere. I am such a homebody, you guys. I don't leave the house. I can stay in the house from January to December and I would not be bothered. But that is not good for me. And it really keeps me shut out, and I don't have memories I can look back on and be like, oh, I went to the library, I went to the cafe. I just stay indoors. So this month I want to plan a day where I go out somewhere. I can either go visit a friend, go for a long walk outside the estate. I walk inside the estate, but I don't walk outside the estate. Go to a cafe, go to the library, just go outside and do something which is really, really good for you and really, really realigns your perspective on different things when you go outside and actually be outside with people, or even alone, and you're just breathing in the air. It's really therapeutic. The lines that are on exercise books, I do actually draw on some lines for me to write some things, and this is why I like having a plain book, because it allows me to be so creative with it and just do whatever it is that I want. So I draw my little lines, and then one side I wrote my study timetable for Japanese, and I planned every day from Monday to Sunday, distributing whatever it is I wanted to learn. If you guys want to see my language study timetable, or you want me to make a video on how I study foreign languages, please let me know and I will do that for you. Right now I speak 5 languages. Okay, Korean, I'm not so good at it, so I wouldn't say I can speak it, but I can speak 4 languages, and I am kind of like a baby in Korean. And then on the other side, I wrote quotes that I want to empower me, quotes that I want to reflect on this month. And I want to read for you just a few. So the first one is negative feelings equals procrastination. This will be a video on its own, so don't worry what I'm talking about. You can be like, oh, what does that mean? I'm going to be explaining procrastination and how it relates to your feelings and not you being a lazy person. And take care and keep in mind future you. Another one is believe you can and you're halfway there. You guys just set your goals, set your systems, and just do it. If you believe you can be whatever it is you want to be, if you believe you can be productive, you can be productive. You're halfway there. And the other quote is, this is also a quote I had for August. Every once in a while, you get a glimpse of the person you could be. Grab that, hold on to it, work for it. Nothing is out of reach. So those are the quotes that I did write on my first page of the month. Then we go to the next page where I will be drawing the month of August. And when I'm doing these drawings, I like to write everything that I can in Japanese. So instead of writing Monday, Sunday, Tuesday, Wednesday, I write the kanji for the different days, and I write September in Japanese. This just helps the language get ingrained more. Tip for people who are learning languages: if you know a word in the language, write it down as many times as you can. Write your dates in the language that you're learning. It helps you it helps them really internalize, and you will probably never forget it. You'll never forget how to write it. You'll never forget the spelling. It really, really helps. To the calendar, I do draw on some more lines where I write what it is that I want to keep in mind for this month. So the first thing that I have here is do not overdo it. Do not overplan for one day. Then I wrote about tracking my energy levels. I wrote my morning routine. I repeated the procrastination quote for the negative motion equals procrastination. And I wrote productivity does not equals time management. It's not that you can't manage your time. That's why you're not being productive. On to the next page. Yes, we are 3 pages in. I will be drawing some lines with a line in the middle to just reduce the amount of space because it's a bit too large. And that is where I will be writing down my to-do lists for each and every day. I write down the date in Japanese, of course, because I'm learning Japanese this month. So I write down the date in Japanese, and then under the date I will list down the list of things that I need to do for this day, just to keep myself a little bit more organized, not to pressure myself, but just to remind me everything that I need to do for the day. And can I just say, humble flex, that is all my hair. Look at that. It is breathtaking. Anyway, that is basically how I plan my month. As always, thank you for watching. Subscribe and hit the notification bell because this is gonna be a 4-part series talking about productivity and everything that I've learned. If you want to learn more about why you procrastinate, if you want to learn more about productivity not being time management, if you want to learn how to actually be productive, please stay tuned. Click the little notification bell so that you can be notified when I post the other videos, and let us get productive together. Thank you for watching until the end. Share this video to anyone that you feel like it could help, and I'll see you next Friday, hopefully. Now, Panda!
Still drive me